Good morning, brain groovers. So I was saying in class last week that I would continue to report into the Brain Groovers Club on the Brain Makeover by Phyllis Ginsberg. Now I think this book is absolutely so valuable. We followed it over the last 6 weeks and it has little home exercises to do as well. So I want to continue this on, and really I just think the messages are really simple and powerful. It takes about 2 minutes to read what the weekly activity is, and then you go about your week keeping that in mind. So this one is called The Brain Simply Believes, and this is what I teach in the schools as well, about the brain being like a computer. So basically whatever we feed into our computer, whatever program we run, basically controls our life. So if we run the program, I'm no good at maths, your computer program in your brain will go, oh, okay, run the program, I'm no good at maths, boo, 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 and off you go. It will find all the evidence it needs for every time you've ever had a maths mock-up, and it will just find a way of confirming that for you. So same way as I'm terrible at parking, or I can never find the groceries I want at the shop I go to, or everything that we program into our brain becomes a reality for us. So this is this week's lesson. It's got a couple of questions that gives us just a little bit of an insight into where our belief structures are. And these are great because, as it says, like, awareness is gold. So I'm going to read it from it. It says here, the brain simply believes what you tell it most, and what you tell it about it will create. It has no choice. So if you want to create bad maths habits, or I need 4 cups of coffee a day, your brain will literally give you those results. So if you want to change your results, you've got to do some, give it a different belief, run a different program. So the quote was stated at a training I attended on brain research. Did you know that we talk to ourselves at 200 to 400 words per minute? Isn't that insane? That's a lot of chatter we are not aware of. Awareness is like finding gold. Once you know your programming and what you mostly tell yourself, then you can decide if you want to keep it or upgrade it by changing your self-talk. Experts in brain research say if we want things to be different, you have to do things on purpose. And Phyllis Ginsberg says if you want something to be different, you must do something different on purpose. This is so powerful. So this week, what we're going to do is we're going to set aside some time. I'll be doing this myself. And there's 7 questions. So your question for day 1 is it possible to really feel happy? Why or why not? So let's tap into what our beliefs are. Day 2, do I believe I have a choice in any situation? Why or why not? And we covered choices a couple of weeks back as well. So day 3, do I criticize myself when I eat something I enjoy that is not healthy? If that's true, what do I tell myself? Wow, that's a powerful one for me. Day 4, am I consumed with worry and stress about the future, or anger and resentment about the past? If so, what is preventing me from living in the present? Day 5, do I talk to myself as if I were my best friend or my worst enemy? What impact does it have on me and my life? And this is just such a waste of our time. Like, if you're literally attacking yourself for absolutely every little thing that you do, right or wrong, that's just miserable. Like, so just, let it go, be kind to yourself. Do I believe that it is safer to stuff my feelings or hide them rather than feel and express them? If yes, what do I do, and when do I stuff or avoid my feelings? Interesting. And day 7, do I tell myself there isn't enough time, money, resources, or help? In what areas of my life do I tell myself there's not enough, and how does this impact me? Now, the thing about this is that when we've been telling ourselves something for a very long time, it's really imprinted in our belief system. So if you think of it like that path in a forest. So the first day somebody went off on the path in the forest, there was no path there, but they had to keep coming back day after day after day to wear a path in through the forest. So our belief system, so if you've been telling yourself something over and over again, it's built like that path. Now, if you stop walking that path, after a while it will get grown over again. So what you want to do is you want to focus on walking a new path. So if, for example, if you try this one day and you're going, right, okay, I'm going to change what I say to myself, but the next day you flip back to your old ways. That's completely normal. But what you've got to do is persist and really be determined in creating that change. Nobody else is going to create that change for you. You've got to be disciplined and determined to make that change. So if you want to feel better about yourself, or if you want to eat healthier foods, or if you want to get better sleep, then you've got to start telling yourself the things that you actually need rather than the things you don't want. And remember, we are just humans, okay? We all have belief systems that have been bred into us for years. So if you have, it's not an excuse to go, oh well, that system's been bred into me forever. It just means, okay, I'm going to be a bit kinder to myself as I change this belief. And it is possible, but you've got to really think of the consequences if you don't. So a couple of weeks ago we covered a chapter called choices, which meant that whatever you do is a choice. So if you choose to change your belief system, but it's hard, your consequences are you're going to keep getting the same results. So if your consequences, then your choices are that you can think of what is the better outcome, that you'll feel happier, brighter, more energetic, or whatever your goals are, then you've got to think about that goal rather than, oh no, I did it wrong, okay? Because like every day, every 200 to 400 words, we say to ourselves, that's insane. So you gotta just be kind to yourself, but also give yourself a bit of a kick of the bum and make sure that you're persistent in what your goal is. Keep looking at the goal, keep looking through that forest at that new path that you want to see, that new vista, that new view for yourself, and then keep going at it. All right, throw me a question or something, or hit me up with a message if you want to chat about this more, or if you have any questions. Otherwise, that's your 7-day challenge. Go back over those questions again, and I shall pop in live next week. Someday, I'm not quite sure what day because I'm having a little bit of a week off with my son next week, but I'll pop in at some point next week and give you the next lesson. Okay guys, have a fantastic day and keep going, keep working on that brain as a computer, and keep making those choices and changes for your better self, because you're worth it. Okay, have a great day. Bye.